Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the fifth and final season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, created by Amy Sherman Palladino, and starring, of course, Rachel Brosnahan as Midge, who takes her career into whole new places. In this last season, we see her get to join the writer's room of a big hit show, leading up to what is hopefully going to be that breakout moment for her on this show. And it also jumps around into the future as we see what happens to Midge, what happens to Susie, Alex Borstein's character, what happens to Joel, and everybody else, and the advancement of like where Midge's career goes, how it affects her family and her kids. And there's so many interesting elements. There's one particular episode where it's a roast of Susie in the future, and it's run by like Sean Gunn and Will Sasso's there playing these characters. And some of those episodes, some of the singular episodes in this season are absolutely fantastic, and that's one of them. It really captures this really awesome element of like going into the future, using the roast and these comedians talking about Susie and Midge and their story and sharing stories, just adding layers to like what happened to their relationship. And this season, some of the characters get pushed to the background, I think, a little bit. You know, like Midge's parents and Joel's parents, honestly, as well, are in this a little bit less than they have in the past. And, you know, Tony Shalhoub is amazing, and I think Maren Hinkle is fantastic as well. But their story becomes a little bit more backseat to, you know, Midge and Susie really taking the forefront, and Brosnahan and Borstein doing such amazing work here, leading up to, like, some of the final moments of this last episode are so heartwarming and perfect for the two of them together. And their dynamic evolves so much over the course of this series, and I absolutely love it. And this final season continues to shape it in interesting ways. And there's great stand-up here. Like, there's one particular one towards the end of this story. Midge really kills it, and it's so funny. And Brosnahan just deserves all the awards because she is electric as Midge Maisel, and it'll be so interesting to see what she does after, now that the show has finally finished up. And it's just, the whole cast here is great, where this last season takes Midge and Susie's stories are very interesting, and the whole adding of like future elements adds some dimensions and adds some layers to things, and makes this last season feel special, feel like a big swan song for this show, which has been so fantastic for seasons. And I'm sorely going to miss this show. I'm going to miss these characters, this cast working together with their perfect chemistry, just the sharpness of the writing and the banter and the energy, the perfect like evolving through time of the set designs, the costuming, just everything comes together. This show is so great, and this final season was a home run for me. But those are my thoughts on the fifth and final season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.